pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we set this time aside for public comment. Anybody have any?
You got to go.
Oh, roll call, I'm sorry.
Steph?
Yes.
Cardi was here. McKay?
Here.
Mitchell?
Here.
Blakely? Here. And Ricardo was absent.
Perfect. All right, any public comment? Perfect. All right, we'll go down through, talk to Sergeant Jones and Commander Pagano. They're all up at the doing Police Memorial Week, and Sergeant Jones is in training up in Bakersfield, so neither one of them will be there. And then Carlo's not here. All right, Karen, you are up.
So do you all want to hear boring statistics about what's going on with the public works and roads and so forth?
Sure.
Okay. So I just thought I'd make sure. Avenue A from Highway 14 to 110th Street West, or 10th Street West, a request for back shoulders was received by Public Works, and the repairs are ongoing. Sierra Highway to 70th Street West has been completed. The remaining portion is currently being worked on. Shouldering has been completed as of February 20th. However, the work has been damaged from recent storms and is currently being repaired. They will possibly be using CUPCA money, and I apologize, I do not know what that is. But anyway, if there's any left, CUPCCA. And if there's any money left over from the Sierra Way repairs, they will tap into that. Maintenance on sump number 936 was requested. This one is at Brabham Avenue and Tailings Avenue. Contractor named Elite Maintenance is supposed to begin work this week. The reason why it's taking so long is because of all the water. So it's had to dry out so they can make the repairs. Regarding 30th Street West, north of Rosemont Boulevard, there was a request for sidewalk maintenance and weed removal, especially around the high school. Crews are supposed to begin working on that in July. There's an alley behind 2090 Orange Street that was overlooked, and it is in the maintenance queue as of this week. There was a request for repairs with the road closed from 20th Street West to Sierra Highway because of the work being done on Highway 14. The county is waiting on permits to be pulled by Caltrans for repairs to be done west of the 14. That road is seeing extra traffic due to multiple projects, and the crew is constantly patching.
Yeah.
And I did ask about Caltrans being held responsible for the cost, and I was told that it's kind of a mutual aid thing between the county and Caltrans whenever this sort of thing takes place. Code compliance, there was an encampment at 180th Street West. It was inspected on May 1st. Violations remain, but the case is being forwarded for bidding to clean up the property. So sometimes when there's a homeless encampment or improper use of property, the county will go out to bid for the cleanup because there's a lack of staff to do all of the cleanup. There's also an illegal dumping problem on Patterson Road, which is just across from the Los Angeles County line. I actually got a call from Supervisor Barger's representative regarding that illegal dump. And according to county code compliance, the cleanup would cost a couple of $100,000. So they're trying to determine what action to take because that's a lot of money to put towards one cleanup.
That's where, I'm sorry?
It is at Patterson Road, which is in far west from here. And there were trucks that were dumping in Los Angeles County. Los Angeles County put a stop to it. They started coming across to Kern County and dumping on property that was owned by the same people in Kern County. And it's like construction debris. Metal, drywall, that kind of thing.
it's frustrating, and I had a meeting with the supervisor, and we can do it. Jim might be able to throw some expertise on, but if, you know, I guess it's set up within the county that if we catch somebody dumping with a $70,000-$80,000 truck, we could take that truck. I don't know how hard it would be, and you know, it only have to take 2 or 3 people losing their vehicles to realize, hey, we're serious about that. I don't know if it's that easy.
It sounds like a very peachy keen idea to do, but I don't think it would be that easy, or else they would be doing it. Yeah.
Catch them first.
Right.
I think Gene could use another dump truck though.
Yeah.
Gotta catch them though.
Yeah.
And then,
Catch them in the attic.
well, that's true. But then you've got to dedicate someone to be sitting there when you're bringing in.
Sure.
I know that.
They're probably doing it in the middle of the night.
Huh?
They're probably doing it in the middle of the night.
Leave it on.
Yeah, I know, but you're when you're out on Patterson, you're
Crazy.
So continuing on, there's a food oil dumping situation on Park Ridge Avenue. The violations were confirmed and notice and order was sent the end of April. The owner of the property has been in contact with the tenant. So this is an owner that owns the property. The tenant is the one who's dumping food oil from his food truck. Yep, it's going on. They cleaned it up. There was one cleanup, and I got a call from a Rosamond constituent
Call to.
telling me that the dumping had started again. So I alerted code compliance and the health department, because the health department is the one who permits the food truck. So, well, they do have a permit, but they actually suspended their permit for a period of time until they fixed some of the violations that they had. And then because they fixed the violations, and they were able to reissue their permit. And it's just it's a circus.
Is that public knowledge? Like, are we able to find out what food truck that is?
That is a good question. I don't know, and I don't know the name of the food truck, but it's on Park Ridge Avenue, so you can drive up Park Ridge Avenue and see what's happening. So there's that. And then regarding removing and preventing illegal dumping, which I think these stats are pretty remarkable. In April, 98 dump sites were cleaned on District 2 roadways for a total of 131 tons collected countywide. That's just in April, 372 tons in the county year to date.
How many was countywide in April?
372, countywide in April was 131 tons.
And what was the total year to date?
372 tons. The main reason why I'm telling you these statistics is because Public Works is working.
Yeah.
And I know it seems like nobody gets any love and everybody hates everybody, but everybody is, the crews are out doing their jobs and doing the best that they can.
When you said these were boring, I was thinking it was gonna be like, there's a pothole on the.
Oh, no, no.
Yes, you know what the potholes
Well,
are.
I mean, sometimes when you think of statistics, you think, come on, but I mean, these are actually, I think they're kind of interesting myself. The Open Door Network, ARPA-funded litter removal crews, 205 tons collected countywide in 2024. Did you know that the Public Works has a mattress recycling program? Okay, check your labels if you buy a mattress. I'm just saying, check your labels, because they collected so far in 2024 524 illegally dumped mattresses. 524. This is in the county, not District 2. District 2 is not listed here, but they recycled 466 mattresses. So somewhere in this world, there are 466 recycled mattresses that have been dumped. So check your labels. That's all I have to say.
I'm not saying all of them.
No, thank you.
I'm not saying all of it. Waste Management does a good job. We have the bulky days.
Yes.
So I would go out on a limb and probably say maybe 80% of the illegal dumping is coming from LA County.
Well, you know what? I don't know. I live in California City. God bless me. But we have dumped mattresses in our desert, and it's people who, I hate to say this, but I firmly believe it's landlords Because when somebody moves out, if they don't completely clear out their house, then they have to be cleared out, and all that stuff ends up in the desert.
Yeah, it's a lot more local than you think.
Yeah, I really,
Especially that situation, because I've had people leave 10 or 12 mattresses.
Cause me and Jim, we used to do community cleanup, and God, we'd find,
yeah, I think it's more of a local problem, a localized problem than it is anything else.
Yeah, people just push that stuff when they move, they just push that, if they don't leave it, they just push it out in the alley or whatever.
Right.
And ends up,
And then finally, homeless encampments. There were no homeless encampments cleaned up in District 2 in April. There were 3 cleaned up in 2024, but countywide, as of the end of April, 216 encampments were cleaned up.
Does that mean they have vacated and just left?
I believe that's what that means.
I'm like,
then they
are we
move to
cleaning
another
up?
spot.
Well, so, and I did have a conversation with one of our good sheriff's deputies, because someone said to me, oh, well, we heard that the sheriff's deputies go in and just confiscate their belongings, take their tents, take their, and I was like, no, I don't think so, but I'll make sure and find out. So I talked to one of the deputies, and he said, no, we can't do that. And I was like, that's what I told them, that you couldn't do that. And because, I mean, you can't just go take people's private property, it's their personal property. But they do refer them to a nonprofit in Bakersfield.
a lot of them now are getting the, abandoned or used motorhomes and stuff, and they're just parking out.
Well, it's an ongoing issue, it's an ongoing problem, and,
There's one parked on 20th Street,
yeah.
Patterson.
So anyway,
They're just sitting on the side.
don't come at me, I'm just bringing you the statistics.
No, you're not telling me anything I'm not aware of.
And then they start them on fire,
Yeah.
the property owner ends up with it.
Not unless anyone has questions or comments, because I'm here for it.
Yeah.
All right, we had a awesome chamber luncheon today. Everybody that was anybody was pretty much there today. It was a good meeting, good networking. We did have our election today, so Gene Melchers and Eric Lansgard was voted in as board members, and welcome to have them back. And then this Saturday is going to be our first flea market at the chamber. We have a wonderful committee that we created within the community that is coordinating all these events, and it's going to support the chamber well as far as our infrastructure, but also be a good service for the community itself. And got some great people there putting together, and looking forward to the future stuff. Other than that, that's all I got. Anybody got questions?
From RCSD, you're gonna be Barbara today?
I was going to, but the sheriff's not here.
Oh,
She
okay.
just wanted me to relay, so let me just put it out there for the sheriff's department. Our superintendent at Southern Crane Unified School District, Mrs. Barbara Gaines, has a space for the sheriffs if they would like to reach out to her. So, putting that out there.
Alright, no guest speakers. New business, everybody had a chance to look at the minutes, any corrections?
Yeah, number 7. My name is John.
What is it?
Blakely.
Oh, I spelled your name out. Oops. Wait.
Like, yeah, you gotta add a key.
Oops.
Any other corrections?
I move that we approve the minutes as all that.
Do I get a second? Second. Any seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Alright. Any other things from the public? Over here.
I live in District 2, just not here. Just came to share information with the advisory council that there was a movement of a bipartisan town hall meeting in Bakersfield regarding Mr. Scribner's position while he's facing these alleged accusations. There was some political flexing that scared the organizers. And so it's been put off for a later date. So just for you to share, because I know word from Bakersfield doesn't always travel this far. There is a movement out there to try to get him recalled and put in a supervisor who's actually present and accounted for to represent this district.
So the meeting that was planned for next week has been put off?
Postponed until future.
Okay.
They're looking for a different venue and a different date. So if you want to do some research, 17 News out of Bakersfield, you'll see the story.
Yeah.
And who was involved. So I'm just a messenger to spread, because I know the information doesn't necessarily get this far from over the hill. I, being a resident of Tehachapi in the district, one and gone with somebody else, but that's not new for me. If you do some digging, you'll see.
No, I appreciate it. No, we were aware of the meeting that was going to take place. I didn't know it had been postponed.
Postponed as of, I think it hit the news probably this evening at 5 or the 6 o'clock news. I just saw a little clip on it. So
What was
just
the original date of the meeting?
supposed to be next Wednesday, the 22nd.
So it is the same one I'm thinking of.
Yes.
So it's been recirculated with a different flyer to update everybody who's watching there on Facebook or the news. Not sure how that's gonna pan out, but
Is there no new entity date yet?
no. Unfortunately, another very powerful senator is snooping around to find out who the organizers are and kind of scared them off right now.
All right, no, I appreciate it. All right, seeing no, we have a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Huh?
I'm moving to adjourn.
Perfect. All right. Hey, thank you guys for coming out.
Well, that's good.